So now I want to talk about uh, or share with you uh, what sponsors are in terms of Master Any Language and what it means to be a sponsor and how to become a sponsor. Okay, and I'm going to share this by reading. This is from the sponsors page on Master Any Language, um, and talk through some of the points to uh, simplify and make simple and clarify what this means from a master any language perspective. The word sponsor can mean many things to many different people, but I want to clarify what it means in this world, okay? So here you have, just before I start, I'm going to read it so people can follow, but master any language, I want to say from the beginning, it's a gift from God. Everything that you see forming is fulfilling a mission, and part of the goal is to ensure that every language in the world is catered to, has a venue. The people are who speak those languages feel a community somewhere, and of course, mastering the language by itself can't do all of the work that is required. It takes a team, a full global team of efforts, which is happening already, to really establish that, even for many different languages. So mastering the language is just a part of that whole ecosystem of things. But we have a very serious vision about what needs to happen, and there's a very specific reason why Master Any Language is here. Okay, so we appreciate your contributions, and we need your continued help. To anyone that's listening to this, um, Mastering the Language is designed by Enterprise Matchmakers to help unite the world community through a language and cultural marketplace. All right? Our vision is to become one of the most recognized and most trusted resources in the world for language learning. Of course, we need your help to achieve this vision, and we rely on people, organizations, and companies to help make our vision a reality. All right? So we do have uh, some sponsors already, which some are listed here. Uh, and I can talk through that later down on how we've gotten to this point and where we see we need to go from here. Okay, so how to become a sponsor. A sponsor believes in the cause of teaching languages to society and trusts that Master Any Language is helping in part to fulfill that cause. All right, a sponsor can be an individual or organization or a company that has a commitment to helping others in society to learn and preserve one or more languages. A sponsor can be an individual or organization that is already involved in teaching languages and may already be well established, or someone who, or a company or organization or an individual that's looking for help to promote your brand. Master Any Language is non-competitive, and it aims to promote all programs available. Okay? Master Any Language is available to help empower that individual or organization to further make a difference and participate. Okay? Some possible ways how you can contribute are listed below, and I'll go through the list there. It's really up to the sponsor to decide how to leverage Master Any Language as a tool and make it happen. And I can give some examples, but we have a lot of content to cover, so I'm going to go through step by step. Important point, there is no sign-up cost to become a sponsor. Really, it's just as simple as this. To sign up as a sponsor, send an email to this email address you see here with the subject Become a Sponsor. In the email, include the organization name or the individual name that who you are, or the individual you're signing up on behalf of, a website URL, because behind in the Kabuma side of where we're promoting the resources and companies and organizations, we can provide a link that someone can copy to go to your website. That's why that's important. And then the languages that you or your organization are interested in supporting. If there's no preference, if you just believe in promoting all languages, just say all. But we do encourage someone or an organization to make that decision. Is it that you're trying to, you're from a culture that you want to ensure that goes on? You specify that here. Any language it is, specify it. And what that helps us to do is, within that specific language, within Master Any Language, we have a specific sponsor page for that language alone. And we will make sure that that individual name or that organization name shows up there. Okay? Thank you for your commitment and support. So, how can you contribute? This was up there. If you are a sponsor or you're interested in helping this effort, we've designed the systems to do most of the work already. Okay, we have we've designed it to be configurable, right? We've designed the programs are in place which has kind of automated teaching, where we're able to configure the content, and the teachers that we've designed for each language will on the fly build problems that are helping someone through a game or a test. And so we've done that legwork. We spent a lot of time, had a lot of help to get to this point. Okay, but that really is the main foundation for why we can do things like this now, where we ask and we reach out to the global community now to help provide things to this system, to this platform, to make it richer and better for the student. Okay, so let's say we could really use your help by, one, provide missing words and phrases content that can be added to a specific language in Master Any Language to help make the learning experience richer for a student. We have, which you can't see, but we can see, we have reports which give us a good feeling on each teacher, each language within Master Any Language, how much content is there, how much content is missing, and we review that every day. So things like alphabet, numbers, greetings, common phrases, colors, days of the week, months, how to tell time, feelings, foods, animals, clothing, Bible, famous people, math, education, geography, songs, medical, parts of the body. This is a subset of the categories that we want to ensure that each teacher in Mastering Language for each language is equipped with. It takes time to find the information, and some of this information may not be readily available anyway. So one way you can contribute, if you're familiar with and you're aligned to a specific language and you see that these are missing in that language, you can send us that information, and we will gladly add that content to the teacher so that it's available so someone can play a game or take a test related to that topic, so that it really equips that person, the student, to walk away with the knowledge. That's the goal. The goal is to get it there. Uh, okay, so that's that. Second, become a sponsor, and we will highlight your support in the related sponsors area. So basically, we have, like I was showing you before up here, you would have you would be highlighted here like this, and then if someone goes to explore, they click and go to the Ebdomar collection in Kabuma, and that may be a link to your website. And then if you have other resources that that you're using, or that adds credibility to who you are or your organization, or the support of the languages, we can over time link in some of those too, so that someone gets a full kind of view of who your organization is, or who you are as an individual in the context of language and language teaching and learning. Okay, let us know resources or programs available that we can promote and or use to add more teaching content to Master the Language. If we have again, on the Kabuma Ebdomar collection, behind each language, we have showcase areas where we want to highlight the apps, the videos, books, programs. We want that information to be filled up there with anything that's really available out there. And we do have priorities on our end that we're focused on, but as a sponsor, if you're taking on a specific language, you may be able to send us direct links and prompt us to add content which will lead people to those programs. It may be your own company or organization that already has language software or language apps that you want to promote. We want to promote it too. But like I said, we have a priority list that we're following. But as a sponsor, you can interject and provide to us content, like we've already have received some requests, and we've been able to add content to those specific languages. Okay. The fourth is spread the word about masteringthelanguage.com. The goal with that is just to let people know that it's available to use, and again, promoting language learning. The fifth is volunteer testing. There's a link at the bottom where you can go through the bottom of this page, and you can read more about volunteer testing. We have some profiles that are already kind of set up on the type of test you can do. If this is for someone that has a real commitment to trying to test, you can do some regression packs, and there's a whole list of how to test. I'm not going to go through it here, but this program has been followed over a long time. It's helped to reveal issues within mastering the language, or gaps within teaching that language, and that's where the volunteer testing comes in. Let us know about any mistakes we've made so we can fix them. This is information. We're doing our best to proofread and be careful about how we're adding things in, but we make mistakes, and sometimes there may be a comma was missed, or there might be a word that was overlooked, or something may be misinterpreted at the time it was being copied, or the copy wasn't working right, and things may end up being mistaken. Maybe the games or the tests have errors in them, which are genuine bugs that need to be fixed. Let us know so we can fix them. The seventh thing you can do is leverage Master Any Language as a teaching tool, all right, and help others to learn a language in person and webinars, or you can create videos where you're leveraging Master Any Language in your video to help teach and give people a venue where they can go in and learn too. This is a powerful mechanism here because you're able to take the information that you want to deliver to someone, and provided it's available, let's say within Master Any Language, you can show them how to learn individually on their own, and you give them a tool where they can practice, and it will challenge. Okay, that particular one is complementary to the many teachers that are out there on YouTube and who are sharing the information and listing things out, and some teachers are trying to put inside the video like quizzes and things. But if you're leveraging a tool that's designed to help someone learn independently, like Master Any Language, there are other tools out there to do it too. This is just an example. It could further enrich that learning and make the learning more effective for the student. Okay, and then the eighth one is a monetary donation, any amount. Everything that has been built here, it's taken money to build over a long period of time. A lot of resources are involved, and it costs money to run the systems behind Master Any Language. It is sophisticated, and but the goal of Master Any Language is to be freely available for public use, and make sure it stays that way. And so your any contribution is helpful to make it continue. And again, I told you from the beginning, this is really a gift from God. So the money that you would be donating as an individual or an organization is being utilized just to help Master Any Language, or to help, and I'll read this down the bottom, to go out to help not just Master Any Language as a website, but people who are in educationally challenged areas of the world, nothing to do with language. So we're really set on helping to run this system, yes, but to give back to people who maybe don't have a chance to have access even to digital things or to be able to learn this way. And the finances helps us to keep things up and running, and it helps us to be creative about how we can help all individuals as much as possible. Again, not just on the website or through apps of Master Any Language. There are many other alternative approaches to take to help someone get educated. So keep that in mind. Now, the benefits of becoming a sponsor, we're almost done here. We value our sponsors, okay, and you will be able to. Number one, feel a sense of ownership in helping to teach one or more languages to society. There's no obligation for you when you sign up as a sponsor. You're a volunteer. However, what I did say earlier is if you've chosen a specific language, we want to give you a pathway to give us as much information to help benefit that language, so that will help enrich the learning for the students that are on and trying to learn that language. So you can take a sense of ownership as a volunteer to drive what's happening with that language, okay, from a Master Any Language perspective, and then that will help Help to identify any issues encountered. We said before, you can figure out if there's you're inside of a language and you're expecting A and you see Z. Okay? Help to improve the quality of learning available for other language learners. So by providing those category contents where you see that there's maybe nothing there yet for that specific language, you're helping improve the quality. Add language sponsor experience to your professional skill profile. This is a big deal because when you demonstrated you've taken ownership over something or you've taken some responsibility, that adds to your credibility as an individual or an organization. Okay? Include your efforts in your own volunteer profile by highlighting contributions to Mastering a Language. Like I said, this Mastering the Language is a serious platform. It's public and free, and the incentives behind it are geared toward helping the society. So it's more of and this goes into the next one, you're volunteering to benefit society. Okay, so that's something that can be highlighted on your profile. Participate in an activity which helps you to fulfill humanitarian needs in our global society. Now, there's many ways to fulfill a humanitarian need. There's a lot of needs out there, diverse kinds of things you can be doing. This is just another piece that when you're involved, you can help. And you be empowered someone to help make a difference. Okay? So you are empowered by taking on responsibility, and that gives you the chance to help make a difference in the world. All right, so I'm going to quickly read through the rest of this. What makes us important? I've said this already, but I'm going to kind of repeat it. We care about culture. We care about people. We want to teach. We care about education. All right? We know that language is important to our global society. We know that. We want to help. And the thing that makes us important here is we are technologists that believe smart systems can aid with teaching some fundamental aspects of language learning. That doesn't mean that we believe you can learn the entire language on an app or on a website. But some fundamentals you can, and they can stick. So we've built a smart system, masteranylanguage.com, to assist with teaching languages, which is already being used in many countries around the world to help students learn languages. Student is someone that's from the age of a young age up until older ages. Not just someone that's in school, but someone that's willing to learn. We have people from all around the world which are already practicing and maybe have developed some routines around what they want to learn on their own, at their own pace, in their own way, for their own reasons. Okay? Our technology, Mastering the Language, I said it before, but it's listed here, is a smart system that utilizes automated teachers to present simplified lessons via games, tests, and flashcards, along with recommendations for resources and programs available for learning the language. That's how it refers you through Kabuma to get you to a video or someone's channel, a YouTube channel where someone's teaching that language, a book, a software, an app, radio, SoundCloud, what was the other one? Spotify. Trying to, wherever that language is being presented, we want to connect. All right, how does it work? We configure our automated teachers with the lesson plan content. And then the teachers take that content in real time and they build problems and questions that challenge the student to learn. The teachers watch how the student is performing, and then it will adjust depending on the type of game or test you're taking. It will adjust to try to bring that student along. Okay, and we source that content from a variety of sources. Okay, a lot of it's freely available online. Um, okay, and over time, we feed our teachers new content, which makes them smarter. In turn, it makes the learning experience more engaging for the student. So we have a variety of teachers, yes, in languages and mastering the language, and there's different levels of content within each one. Our goal is to, of course, maximize the content within each teacher so that the experience will be rich for each one. But there are limitations depending on which language it is and how much it's been documented, how much effort has gone in through organizations or missionaries and things to bring out the content. There's a lot of on the ground work that's being done to capture that, and we're leaning on that. This is that we're a team of people trying to do this. We're leaning on those efforts to try to package it and enable content in this venue to make it available for people to learn from too. Okay, this is the last part I go through, and then that will be it. This covers kind of like an end-to-end sponsor and understanding where mastering language is coming from. Right? Revenue and expenses. We are not for profit. We offer this as a free service to the public. All right. We have, when I say we're not for profit, but we're not non-profit as of me recording this, which means we have the freedom to work within the funding that we have the way we would like to. And it's really based on trust and understanding the mission behind what mastering the language is, how we would use any funds that come in. Okay? We lead with trust and consistency. All right? So we established mastering language back in 2006. And the vision then was to provide educational tools and resources to the world. Right? We started by building a website and got all of the hardware and everything at that time, which was a lot less hardware and systems and stuff. But we put that in place and built it, and it was primarily self-funded, okay? With some small help from some affiliates and Google AdSense and Amazon, but primarily self-funded. But in 2016, okay, we did a full review of the whole masteringthelanguage.com website, and we decided to re-engineer it and build a smart system so that it's infinitely expandable and configurable. It can scale, and it can take on a number of languages and content, and it's something that we can evolve. And the cost, we're conscious about cost. We're not spending a whole lot of over too much money just to leverage that. Of course, there is a cost involved, but it makes sense. It's right sized. We wanted to make it ad free. All right. So it is now. It's ad free. So while someone's learning, you're not getting a pop up from XYZ ad or advertisements. That is by design. We wanted to make it free to the public and effective to not interrupt your learning. And like I said before, we have daily reports that we monitor, and we look at the performance and which languages and people are trying to learn, and which teachers are active, and we have a number of metrics that we use to gauge where we need to put our efforts at any point in time. So we've done all that. Okay, we're doing that. It's getting done, but we have a lot more to do. So our funding This ties back into sponsors, and I'm going to finish now. This ties back into sponsors because to understand when we're talking about becoming a sponsor, we're really a sponsor from Mastering the Language perspective is a volunteer that has the feeling that you've taken ownership over a language, and can help to steer some of the focus on the different language or content, and you'll be recognized for your contributions. Okay, so our ongoing funding plan is fairly straightforward. Individual contributions, like donations and self-funding. We gain sponsorship and funding donations from organizations and companies, okay, that recognize the value in our effort. We leverage Kabooma.com, the Ebnebar collection, as a store where we promote different resources and books and those things, while we earn commission income from some of the sales. Some of the affiliates links would be commissionable. Like if you go to Amazon for some of them, you would get, and someone buys a language product, we would get a commission on that where suitable. The goal, again, is not to just fill up with commissionable links. Our goal is to match someone to programs that they really can use, whether they're commissionable or not. We're not for profit. Our plan is to utilize the revenue to ensure expenses are covered, donate to organizations that aid underprivileged, less fortunate individuals around the world to help them to have educational opportunities, and to reinvest back into our business to enhance and evolve our offering. Okay? People are important to us. We believe we have a responsibility to give a significant percentage of any profit that we would earn back to those individuals, regions, and communities that are underprivileged, less fortunate, and or can't afford education. This is what I was saying before. Or don't have access to technology to learn, and perhaps don't even have means to attend a school in their area of the world. Okay? So we're serious about what we're doing, and that's it. If you have any questions regarding becoming a sponsor, if you would like to send us teaching content like words and phrases, or you need more information, it's spelled out here, but you can send an email to this address here, this email address. And again, back to one point that I missed. Back when we were re-engineering, we scaled from, at that time, from 78 languages to just over 185. This document's a little older. Our goal is master any language, so now we're up to just a little over 2,000 languages. Okay, so we're very committed to the vision, and thank God for what we have in front of us. And we will keep going, and we need all the help we can get. And thank you for your time. All right, check this out and keep it in mind. As becoming a sponsor, remember, it's really simple. If you send an email to this link, become a sponsor. There's no obligation. You get your highlight of who you are on the site, and you also get what we would say is a priority if you can communicate with us the language that you're interested in promoting or the program you're interested in promoting. We will listen and try to help as best we can. All right? Have a good day. Bye-bye.